Give me everything tonight. Yes, I am vibing because today we have a student Valentine's Day party and I personally am very excited. And so let's vibe. But before we can go there, we of course have a full day ahead of us where we're supposed to prepare ourselves mentally. And I know just the thing to make us be prepared. You see, this is fish. Flop, flop. And so if we consume the fish, then surely we will understand the fish better. And then we will be a fantastic fisherman. Do you see what I'm getting at? Or alternatively, we consume the catch and then we become a good catch. You see where I'm getting at? And so consuming this piece of fish could very well be a strategic advantage when it comes to tonight's party. Do you see what I'm getting at? And so let's get making this fish. So, I have not prepared fish like basically fucking in years. But luckily for us, fish have evolved and it tells right here how to make the fish. Isn't that fantastic? You know, animals are literally evolving to tell us how to eat them. And vegans are saying something bullshit like, oh, you shouldn't eat the animals, the animals don't want to be eaten. Well, why is it telling me how to eat it then? Like, bah. Like, clearly, if it says how to prepare, it means that it wants to be prepared. And so what it says here is that preheat the oven. Psh, done. And then it basically just says to throw that shit in the oven. Simple. So here is the before on the fish. And here is the after. And so now we're gonna do the taste testing. Look at that, beautiful. I mean, it is fish. What else do you need to know? What? You don't put ketchup and mustard on literally everything? You're missing out. So, I have devoured about half the fish, maybe a bit more than half. And the other half I'm going to use as the after workout meal. Because in our preparation for the evening, of course we have to go to the gym. And what day is it today? Well, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, we're going to pull. So we're gonna do back. But we can't just pull, because what if we pull something horrendous? Like Jabba the Hutt. So we gotta do the pulling, but then we also gotta, you know, push away the low quality. So we do the pulling and then the pushing. And when you combine the two, you will be ready for Valentine's. So we're gonna start with the pulling, because if you don't pull, then what's the point? And then of course, we need the extra weight so that we're strong enough to pull even the biggest baddies. And then we're gonna continue with more pulling, because there's a direct correlation. The more you pull, the better. The better your life is, the more you enjoy it. And so basically, life lesson, go pull. So far, we haven't gotten a single extra rep on a single exercise from last week. So we can conclude that the FISHMAXXING definitely does not help the strength. So we will hope that it pulls or helps with the other kind of pulling then, because FISHMAXXING might be debunked. FISHMAXXING ass. Don't FISHMAXX, only red meat, full carnivore. Well, maybe not, you need carbs, but anyway, let's see if the FISHMAXXING helps with the DeltMaxing, because this we're gonna DeltMax for the frame. FISHMAXXING did not help even the delts. So next, we're doing the pushing, so that we're prepared if, you know, Jabba the Hutt jumps on us. We're gonna push them away to make room for the actual baddies, you know. So we're gonna practice also the pushing after, of course, we just maxed out the pulling. Oh yeah, this one's heavy. And so lastly for today, we got the leg closer, because you never know. What if in the evening, in the last moment, we find out that she has AIDS or something, and then we gotta, you know, be prepared to close the legs. And then, to show off the FISHMAXXING.
Now's the time to put your bets in. Will this physique pull or not? Well, we're gonna find out.
Let's hope the FISHMAXXING helps us in the evening more than it helps us at the gym, because it didn't help us at the gym. I was actually weaker than I was last week on a few exercises. So the fish better start kicking in pretty soon, or I'm about to fucking throw poison and nuclear waste into the oceans and every lake that I see, so that all the fish will know that it was their fault that I did not succeed. But speaking of the evening, this is going to be the shirt that I'm going to wear with the student overalls to the party. And the reason for this is because it's yellow. Now, that probably doesn't make any sense to you right now, but it will in a moment, because I'm going to explain to you the color coding of the party. So basically, if you are single, you will wear green, blue, or black. If you are in a serious relationship and nobody should, emphasis on should talk to you, then you're going to wear red, pink, or white. And if you're somewhere in the middle where you're seeing someone casually, or just seeing someone but you're not actually in a serious relationship where you can't talk to other people, then you're going to wear yellow, orange, or gray. And so we're going in there with this shirt because I have full permission from every possible place that you can get permission. Most importantly, myself. To talk to all the baddies that I want this evening. And so what is the plan? What is our strategy to pull all the baddies? Well, looking at my arsenal, I don't have many. Speaking is definitely not one of my strong points. But looking at my arsenal, I don't have many. I actually can't speak. This is going to be a big problem later today. Let's try one more time. But looking at the arsenal of weapons that I have at my disposal to take with me to the battle, to pull the baddies, what I'm going to choose from the limited selection that I have is AUTISMMAXXing, retard maxing, low inhib maxing, and serial killer maxing. And we're going to combine all 4 maxes of those into a super weapon that is going to be basically asking women if they want to end up in my freezer. I mean, it seems to work, so why fix something that is not broken? I mean, if you don't believe me, go try it yourself. You ask a woman, you wanna end up in my freezer? Success percentage at least 5 times higher than if you say some basic ass, yo, I thought you were beautiful bullshit. Yeah. But with those as our weapons, with AUTISMMAXXing and retard maxing, combining it with the low inhib maxing of showing it all off, then we will use the serial killer maxing to control and manipulate the brains of the women to see me as Ted Bundy, which they really seem to like, and then I'll get 7 new victims into my freezer. The last date is still there. But there's not really anything else to say, because now I'm just gonna wait for the party to start. kinda bored.
Ei oo mikään fotopa. Mä ei kenen vielä kuvaa vielä, mutta toi on vitu hauska tää Indiana Jones katsene. On tullut. Ui kohta pitää juokkee kaikki mun.
So apparently asking for a woman's sunglasses and then asking her to take a video of you where you say we are fucking mugging because you have sunglasses and she doesn't. Apparently that doesn't make her want you. I mean, I knew that I should have just stuck with the original plan of asking her, do you wanna end up in my freezer? I'm sure that that would have worked. But you know, we had to try out a different strategy this time because we already know that the freezer line is goated. And so now we had to, you know, test out something else for science, of course. But despite our miserable failure, overall, very fun night out. Of course, the highlight being playing Indiana Jones and well, Lego Indiana Jones with the boys. Nothing can really fucking top that. But that's going to be for this video because I'm super tired. Slept 4 hours. But I'm still supposed to edit this today. Because I'm fucking locked in, motherfuckers. I am locked in. I don't give a fuck if I sleep 2 minutes. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to edit videos. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to. Because the message is, as always, go out there, stay disciplined, chase your dreams, and have a fantastic day.